Hello, my beautiful vibrant energies. I am Vibrant V and welcome to the channel. Okay, so we're going to do a reading for Capricorn today. Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever it's placed in your chart, my darlings. If it resonates, please feel free to enjoy the message and take it. If it doesn't resonate, then obviously do not force it to fit. Cross-watchers, you are more than welcome. Thank you so much for your time. If you're new to the channel, please definitely consider subscribing and liking, and better than considering is actually doing. Just saying. All right, my loves. Well, if you're not familiar with this type of person, yes. Hi, she bit cray. All right, so let's get into your channeled messages while I pull the cards. So Capricorn, something about this, I say this weekend. So when you come across this video, these videos are generally timeless, so it depends on what timeline you're on and stuff. You may be planning something over the weekend. Okay, darling. I'm getting like a weekend getaway or like a midnight getaway as well. So some of you guys also could be spontaneously invited to take a trip or a walk or a little, a little something, a little rendezvous over the weekend, or one of these late night things, right? Okay. Now, some of you are in your bed by a particular time. So yeah, I don't know about the midnight thing for some of you. If you do, obviously you make sure you catch up with your sleep, or you try to make time to give yourself what it is you need when required. Okay, right. Some of you guys hold on a second. I see some of you guys trying to be a little bit more prioritized this week. Like your focus is on things that matter to you, the things that speak to your core characteristics, right? So whatever that is that you naturally gravitate towards, the thing that makes you feel more fulfilled, more kind of like a thing that's comfortable to you. So Capricorn, for example, you guys are known to be planners, achievers, successful people in your own ways when it comes to career, work, and things like that, right? So you tend to, when you're feeling stressed out, fall back on doing work and certain things like that distract you from, any kind of issue that you may be having. All right. So that's kind of what I see in terms of you prioritizing and stuff like that. Okay. But either way, whatever it is that's the most pressing issue to you or you value highest at this time, that's the thing that you're going to prioritize coming up this week. Okay. Some of you, whatever is of value. Some of you need to have a bit of balance, okay? Or you're going to be encouraged to have balance. If not, I feel an energy of you connecting with a Libra, okay? So it's either that you're connecting with a Libra soon, well, coming up this week, or there's something to do with a Libra. If not, it's just an energy of needing to kind of have some kind of balance, approach things fairly, make sure things are equally done and, done in the right kind of a ways, okay? Because ultimately karma comes back round, and therefore we need to make sure we've tried to do the right and most appropriate things. Also, shout out to you guys who don't know, but those who do, of course. It's a year 8. So a year 8 as well is kind of like what you do can produce results based on the integrity, the level of integrity you've applied to this oh my God, language, my words, my mouth, my tongue, open. I need to enunciate. I'm just not sure what's going on here, darlings, but something to do with Mercury at this time. Right. I forgot where I was going, but either way, Libra energy of having balance. All right, my loves. Now, some of you, hold on. There is a question. There we go. We're getting into the meat of it we're getting into some of it. There's a question about trust around you. I feel as though, Capricorn, it is you saying or questioning the people around you and whether or not you trust them or what level of trust you give to them, okay? And I think that's based on certain people behaving in certain ways that has you questioning. You're almost side-eyeing, like, what is this behavior about? Like, what is that about, Or in some circumstances, I'm feeling that some of you guys, you have an admirer or you have someone around you who's interested in you in some way, shape or form. And I think it's just that the way that they speak might make you feel a little bit like, ooh, okay, like what was that? Now, you could be questioning for like, ooh, what is that? Like, is that a thing? Like, so trying to hint, or it could genuinely be a question of, I don't know if I like the way that you're behaving, right? I personally feel like it's more of a question of trust. And if that's the case, I can't see this being a wonderful scenario. All right, guys, so I'm just going to be very honest about that. Because we don't often have reasons not to trust people unless they give us reasons to provoke that kind of those thoughts within us, unless, you know, if you're carrying baggage and you just don't have trust anyway, that's a different story, babes. All right. So you'll know which one, you know, you fit into. Some of you, if you are dealing with someone, I think here's where you lack trust. Capricorn, it gives the energy of you like to be comforted, right? Or you not necessarily like to be comforted, but you know, it's a thing, it's a quality you like, right? It's a thing that you like. And I mean, who doesn't like to be comforted? As human beings, we have some very basic needs. We want to be valued, we want to be heard, we want to be loved, we want to be seen, you know, so, whatever, etc. Comfort is definitely one of those things, right? And so you might be questioning, you might be so used to relationships where you didn't feel emotionally protected or comforted in the way that served you, my loves, right? And so now, if you have somebody who's interested in you know, whoever this admirer is, whether you know this person or not, right? Your issue or your lack of trust comes from the fact that you don't know if this person is the type of person who knows how to comfort you emotionally or physically as well. But yeah, I think it's like a comfort thing. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I literally just ate a burger and my belly is telling me that was a bad idea. Now, Capricorn, I'm going to warn you, some of you guys maybe be mindful in the things that you're consuming, because your tum-tum, if it's anything like mine, probably doesn't need too much. So don't eat, especially when it's late. I say don't eat. I didn't finish the sentence, but yeah, be mindful of what you're eating, my darlings, okay? Because yeah, my stomach is just very uncomfortable right now. She don't love it. She doesn't love what I've done. So hey, sorry, darling. We're gonna live. We'll be all right. I hope. I'm sorry, Capricorns. I'm feeling playful. It's my nature. I apologize. Please take what you can and leave with the rest. Right. Some of you, there is. Hold on. Did I say someone's out of sorts around you? You make someone feel some kind of way, right? There is an attraction towards you, whether it's your known admirer or unknown, secret admirer or not. I do feel like this person feels a little uncomfortable around you or a little out of sorts around you. You have an energy that intimidates them for whatever reason that could be, okay? It could be because you're kind of a leader. You've got a leader type energy. You don't fart ass. You kind of know how to go for what it is that you want. You're a bit of a go-getter, that kind of energy. That's what I'm picking up here, Capricorn. Or you're at least someone who knows what it is that you want, all right? So, as I said that, the Emperor came out. Of course, you know what you want, baby. Right. So I do think it can make people feel a little out of sorts about you or around you. Also, you know, when you know what it is that you are about and what it is that you want, and you can articulate that, vocalize that, and, you know, walk in that, it can intimidate certain other people around you, whether or not they've got a crush on you. There's something intimidating about people who kind of like, who know what they're about, and people don't always love that. Right. Capricorn, overall, do I get a message of self-care? All I'm saying is, ultimately, I feel as if you need to kind of have some kind of self-care here, babes. Oh, right. And then I'm just going to read these messages to you. Right, so I'm going to just tell you the Archangel Christine. Okay, I'm probably not going to pronounce the rest. Accept the Christ-like, act with wisdom and loving compassion, okay? The other recommendation is for you to let nature soothe you, serve the nature kingdom. And then the last card is give and receive love, obey the spiritual laws. Okay, now, interestingly, as I'm doing this, I feel as though, let's just get the tarot out for you, right? So, I'll show you. The Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Emperor. Some of you, if you're dealing in a situation where there's children involved, you're definitely going to have, it's given a scenario where, you know, when you say no to your child, as the mother, feminine energy, the Queen of Cups being here, that is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but more so we're saying this is Cancer. And then we've got the Emperor being Aries. Okay, so this effectively could be mother and father, okay? Now, we're disregarding the gender effectively because technically it's hard to say with this card, I'm going to be honest, but I don't know, it gives me more of a female energy, but a female in a suit, okay? So keep that in mind for whatever that means. Maybe some of you guys, you have relationships where maybe you're same-sex partners and you share a child, you know, and then the child's going between the two of you to say, hey, well, mummy number one said this and mummy number two, I'm going to ask you instead, right? That type of thing. Alternatively, if it is just, you know, a gender-based thing, you got mum and dad, and the child in the middle is saying, oh, you know, mommy said no to whatever it is, so daddy, can I have it? Okay. So it's kind of like a, I don't know if they want to buy something. It feels like it's to do with money. It feels like it's a cost. Okay. So some of you guys, if you have children or you're dealing with that scenario, that's kind of what that is saying there. Now, others of you who this has nothing to do with children. Excuse me. Hold on a second, guys. I'm just gonna get the cards to clarify. Actually, look at me sitting here trying to be do so much. Right. Some of you, Capricorn, is because you are in a feminine energy. You are in you're in a mother-like energy, actually, is what I'm saying. It's not necessarily feminine in that kind of way. I feel like it's mother-like because we have the official person here, and it's giving me the energy combined with the Queen of Cups, as in you're you know how to lay the law, that yeah, effectively you're a parent or you're a nurturing spirit in a way where you have motherly qualities. You know how to set boundaries, my love. Okay. Now, you'll probably quite recognize that work. You might do some kind of work where it's dealing with, like, you could be a teacher, not necessarily, but I'm feeling, you know what it is? Okay. I'm feeling teacher in the sense of like nursery children, where it's more of a nurturing energy. So if anything, you could possibly be a teacher or linked to a teacher or something like this, but it's primary school and lower. Yeah, that's kind of the energy that I feel. So there's kind of a lot of nurturing, but it's in a work capacity here. So if it's not your own child, maybe you do some kind of work where it deals with the emotions of other people, but in a way that's kind of structured. So it's given teacher, counselor, advisor, these type of people. You know, people are actually, I always say it like this: people who actually help people. Forgive me, I'm kind of biased. There is some. I was gonna say there's kind of, what was the word I was going to say? I want to say big energy, but I knew that wasn't the correct language. I kind of got stopped there. It's kind of master numbers, right? 22, 33, these type of things. It talks about having balance. It talks about socializing. It talks about kind of, there's like a mastery as well for some of you guys in the way that you communicate. I just kind of want that to be clear here for some of you, okay? Now, some of you, though, with this concern card here. Oh, sorry, we have the official person. I didn't show it to you. The concern card, and then the distant horizon. All right, my loves. Okay, some of you, though, I do feel as though, Capricorn, maybe you have a situation, or you're considering a career, job, work, something quite official, okay, or something that's important to you, whatever that looks like. Some of you, it could be something legal as well, for whatever that might mean to you guys. And there is some kind of concerns. However, I do feel as though it's the way that you're thinking potentially that could be a bit of an issue, right? So Capricorn, you see you're over here with this nurturing spirit and energy. Now, the Cancerian mother as well, she could be kind of a little bit like, she could be, right, not necessarily Cancerian mother, but like that Cancer energy, it could be difficult to be bold and forthright in expressing yourself as well in this capacity. If it's in the workplace, some of you Capricorns might be struggling with that just a little bit, okay? Doesn't mean that you genuinely are. I just think okay. So it might come from the fact that, you could be the type of person who works hard at work. Obviously, Capricorn. Oh my God, I don't like saying official cliche things to you. However, it's just not working out or serving you in a particular way. Some of you guys, you could feel the need to defend yourself against a Leo, or you feel like there's something about this Leo that feels like a lot of work to you. This person, if that's the case, it feels perhaps maybe they just don't know how to tame or have control over themselves or their pursuits or something like that, okay? Now, if you're working with someone, it could just be like, one of those work colleagues who just don't know how to kind of conduct themselves appropriately, and it kind of like, it just feels like you're constantly in conflict with this person or some kind of challenge. If this is fun, great. If it's not, this is not wonderful, okay? Because sometimes this is like banter at work, but this is not giving me banter vibes. This feels kind of heavy and or stressful. Some of you, though, I think you have invested emotionally too much, just generally, Capricorn, into certain things and people and other people's energy. And I think you are learning to, I feel a sense of challenge, actually. Challenge. It's like, You know, I was talking about your emotions and the ability to express them in the way that you might be going about it, or you might not be forthright or overly bold with it, in that Cancerian type energy here, Capricorns. If it's not you, babes, this could be to do with a mother for real. Now, hold on. Oh my goodness. Okay, so hold on a second. What was that? Sorry, there was some kind of concern, right? But it's for you. I feel some of you guys need to walk about. You need to get out. You need to kind of really, not get out, but yeah, you need to like go for a walk, clear your head, that type of energy. You need to separate from people or like these feelings that you're having in a way, but it feels as though you need to be doing something a little bit stimulating and inspiring or something. You need to do something like that. And I say need to, but I feel that's the energy of what might be happening. You're gonna go for a little bit of a walk, or something is gonna, there's something in the present energy that's gonna kind of stimulate you in a way that's gonna create, it gives you a spark or a little bit of a hope, right? A message might come through. You might get like a simple message, something like, you know, nothing major, but just like a little message, a little note, a little something, where it's like, it provokes or piques your curiosity to want to take action or move in a particular direction, right? So it's like some of you, okay, some of you, another scenario here, you could have been drowning in your feelings and your emotions, let's say, all right? Or maybe you've been, not that you're drowning in it, but you've been trying so hard to control that, keep that under wraps. However, you get like a bright idea. The universe gives you a bright idea with this Page of Wands energy, or you, whatever it is, you've had some kind of revelation, you learn or discover something, and it's to do with the disappointments that you've had. Like it's a constant struggle, a pain, a stress, a fight, you know, with this Nine of Wands and strength and Three of Swords. Honey, that's not fun, right? It's not great. However, you're going to get some kind of inspiration, my darlings. And even though you're going to be a little bit like new, or it's just a spark of interest, effectively, I want to say, it's going to lead you into taking different action, just far more purposed. I love that for you, babe. Four of Pentacles, Magician, and the Fool. Some of you, there's something here about the number 400. 300 from, there was something from before for me about 300, and now it's 400. So something for some of you guys, okay? Now, hopefully, if anything, that's a blessing that's coming towards us versus the other way around, right? Let's hope. I don't get money here. Like, I'm not going to pretend with you that it's money, my darlings, but let's put that out there for some of you, okay? Hold up, hold up. Some of you, sorry guys, give me a sec. Ooh. Some of you are going to be learning how to protect yourselves, your energy, your resources, or your money a little bit better, right? But not is it just protecting, it's like you're investing in yourself in a way where it's going to help you manifest a new beginning. And the new beginning is this new action, this new idea, this like new passionate kind of I don't know, something interesting or different for you. What is this Page of Wands? Because I want to see if I can help you guys figure out what this Page of Wands is, so you know what to look forward to. Hierophant. Oh, okay. So some of you guys, it's a bit of advice, okay? It could be, you could be dealing with a Taurus, but it could be advice, or some of you guys, maybe you're going to be like excited about, like, it's giving, because the Hierophant speaks of long-term institution, right? So some of you, maybe you're starting a new job role, perhaps, okay? If not, the Hierophant could speak of like school, God, goodness me, school, marriage as well here. That's not the energy that I get, but there could be some of you guys, maybe if this is a partnership and it's mother and father, let's say you are dealing with an opposite gender counterpart, I don't know, whatever, whoever you're dealing with, because actually none of that matters here in tarot. But it's crumbs. Maybe you guys, the new beginning or the new idea or the new thing is to kind of get some counseling so that you guys can fix whatever has been broken or any distrust or something like that, okay? In order to create and have a new beginning. But we must have the faith that this is going to happen, my darlings, in order for, for progress to take place. Doesn't have to be a marriage. You guys switch the energies as you need to for what makes sense to you. What is the Emperor, please, for Capricorn? The Moon. All right, that's that Cancerian energy again. When the moon comes out sometimes, and coupled with the Queen of Cups being on the board, sometimes you guys are going to get a little bit in your feelings. Jeez. And I love when the cards do this because it's like a wrap up on the ends, okay? Queen of Cups over here, and then we have the last card. Well, it's not the last card because this is, but we have the King of Cups here, okay? Some of you guys are definitely going to be taking control of your feelings, your emotions, okay? You may not quite understand whatever's coming up for you, whatever this new thing, or utilizing the energy of the newness or the new idea, activity, action, whatever that's looking like for you, my babes. It feels as though it's going to empower you. Hold on a second. Whatever you're lacking clarity in, oh my God, this is so cool. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Because you're going to slowly build up some hopefulness, but you're going to try to start protecting yourself and honoring yourself in a different way. You're going to be selective in how and where you spend your energy, your money, your time, do you see what I mean? Some of you guys are even investing in terms of your education as well, right? Okay. We're making time for certain things. Yeah, this is a whole thing about priorities. Right. So yeah, the universe is going to gift you with some kind of insight, okay? So whatever that looks like for you, my darlings, the universe is going to give it to you. What it's going to require, though, with the cards here for me, especially more so the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but more so Scorpio. So you got, yeah, right, love it. Tying it up with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So it almost feels as though you might be going through a journey where it's like, I'm just going to wrap up now, my darlings. But it's kind of like you start off in your emotions. It's kind of feelings. It's kind of tears. It's tearful. It's not good. It's challenging from the inside. I've been through so much crap. I've endured so much. I'm trying to express myself, my feelings and whatever. I'm giving random examples. I'm just kind of summarizing the stuff now. But then there's a hope. There is a hopefulness about how to go about this. It opens up a new opportunity. The universe is going to give you something, or you get this message through a younger person or someone with like a youthful type of an energy, okay? But either way, it's just to say it's just the smallest hint of hope. It's the smallest, you're not going to see the sky open up and everything falling out just to show you, hey, Capricorn, this is your sign. It's not that. It's going to be a really tiny, small thing that might just be like, oh, maybe that's an idea, that type of thing. And you might not be entirely clear on it, but one thing you do know is that you've got to protect the idea and yourself in this process, and it's going to cause you to take more control. And I wanted to say challenge in action, Capricorn. My mouth was ready to start saying that, and I held myself back because I felt like that wasn't appropriate to say, and also I didn't want to use the word challenge for it to feel negative. But actually, I do think that's probably what this Emperor energy is a little bit here. And that's not a horrible thing. We just have to know when to utilize being challenging versus being kind of, I want to say receptive, right? Receptive and or submissive is another word that came to mind just now. It's not a terminology. Right. But yeah, you're definitely going to be kind of moving from the feminine energy that you've been in, and that's more so your emotions, into a more masculine energy where there's more control. Okay. I love this for you, darling. And that combines with, because it's kind of almost, if this is the same person, let's say we're going from the feminine energy into the more masculine energy, but it's still very much, with cup type energy. This, I don't know, I think it's sweet regardless. Well, no, that's not true. Let me not glamorize it, because Scorpio on a bad day is not a sweet, beautiful energy. That I just wouldn't catch a Scorpio in a dark alley kind of thing, right? On a day when they're not being their beautiful, high vibrational self, because, honey, yeah. I'm biased towards Scorpios. I'm going to stop there. I'm actually biased to a lot of signs. So yeah, let me hush. Capricorn, I'm hoping that was helpful to you, but whatever's going on for you, the universe is going to give you some clarity, because I do feel, even though you're going to feel a little bit better, or you're going to kind of have a little bit more control over certain things, I think it's still going to cause you to feel a little bit like, No, no, no. Oh gosh, it's not making you feel like anything. The universe is going to give you a bit of clarity. It's like it's going to light your way. Okay. Interestingly, my darlings, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but for some of you, pardon me, excuse me. Whatever it is that you've got your hand on, whatever it is that you're trying to work on, it's going to turn into something solid and or gold. I'm not trying to be cliche, my darlings, but let me show you why I say that, right? Or it's at least there's a changing of material, or some of you guys, maybe you're trying to choose certain types of materials to use somewhere, somehow for a business type thing. For example, if you're a textile, if you're into textiles, but I actually meant to say if you're a seamstress and stuff like that, you might be saying, hey, okay, normally I use like yellow ribbons, but actually I want to use gold silky ribbons now, like that type of thing. There's an upgrade. It's a slightly different thing, and I'll tell you why. Because, and yes, it's tarot. The cards represent what they represent, but intuitively, look at what's in her hand here. Again, it's a wooden stick, effectively, right? However, it's like, okay, not even using this one per se because that was just more example. But we're going from the Queen of Cups to this page, right? So now we have some kind of resource, some kind of thing to use, but it's going to be turned into once we mature, once we action it, we make that choice and or decision, or we go in a particular direction, it's going to end up turning into this, right? Solid gold. And so, yeah, that's kind of the energy that I was picking up, because it transforms from being like this wooden thing that could break, whatever it is, to something much more solid for you, okay? And it's, yeah, I like that. Ugh. And the power of the Emperor, ugh, great. Now, mother, father energy, that's a slightly different thing there. I'm so sorry because I pulled the cards up. I can't really go over that right now. I'm so sorry, my loves. But yeah, I hope that was helpful to you, Capricorn. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate the support. I'm wishing you the best, babes. Take care.